I'm going to start my stopwatch, and okay. As described in class, implement the greedy making change algorithm to determine the fewest numbers of dimes, quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies needed. Okay, use the modulus operator to determine the amount left after dividing an amount. Okay. Set the amount to make change for in pennies, that is, represent 175 as 175 pennies. I'm not going to use 175, but think about the basic algorithm before writing any code. You want the fewest coins, so you will start by finding the largest number of quarters, and then dimes, and then, okay. And then start by writing out comments outlining the steps of your algorithm, then implement each step one at a time and test at each step. Okay. So in static, I'm just going to make a new folder, call it making change 1, and change 1.js. So first step is set, I'm going to do 167 in pennies. Right, so, and then next I want to find amount of quarters is needed, find amount of nickels needed, find amount of, oh shoot, this should be dimes, not nickels. Dimes needed, find amount of nickels needed, and find amount of pennies needed. I might not need that last step, but we'll see. So the first one, I'll just do amount 1 equals 167. Then to find the amount of quarters needed, I'm just going to divide amount, I'm going to make this amount 2 equals amount 1 divided by 25 to get that. And then we need the remainder to find the amount of dimes, so I'm going to just do amount 2r as the remainder and do amount 1 using the modulus divided by 25, which should get me the remainder. I'm going to console log and say quarters needed, so we know, and set this to amount 2. Save that, run this. Oh, this is still in my other one. Let me control C. I'm gonna CD out. Okay, and we're gonna go back into making, actually, I'm just gonna start a new terminal because that one's messed up. CD wads, CD static, CD making change 1. Okay, now that we're in here, we can run node change 1.js. Oh, okay. I forgot to parse int this, so it doesn't have, so it only gets the first part without the decimal. Save that, run it again, and we need 6 quarters, which is correct. Okay. Then moving on to find the amount of dimes, I'm going to do the same thing. Amount 3 equals, so for this one we're going to do parse int and then amount 2r because this is the remainder divided by 10, and then we're going to make amount 3r the same thing, except we're going to do amount 2r divided by 10 using the modulus to get the remainder. And I will console log another one here to say dimes needed is amount 3. Can't forget the comma. And we're going to check now, save, check, Okay, and then we need 1 dime, so that's 160. And then for the amount of nickels, we're going to do amount 4 equals, same thing, parse int, amount 3r for the new remainder divided by 5. Oops. And then for the remainder, well, the remainder for this one is going to be the amount of pennies, so I'm just going to do amount 4r equals amount 3r modulus 5. So that should get the remainder that we need for the pennies. And then I just do amount of nickels and pennies needed. And then under this, I will console log for both of them. Nickels needed, amount 3, and then another console log for, I could just put them in the same row, but then they would be in like the same line, and I want it to be under, so I'm just going to make another one. It is amount 4r, since the remainder for this has to be the amount of pennies we need. Alright, so I'm going to save that, run it again, and we should get 6 quarters needed, 1 dime needed, 1 nickel needed, and 2 pennies needed. So if we calculate that, 6 quarters is 150, add a dime is 160, add a nickel is 165, and add 2 pennies is 167, which was my starting amount. If I want to change this number, the algorithm should still work, so I'll just do 100 just to make it easy. And then run it, and it says we need 4 quarters. Okay, so that's my algorithm.